Hello, mate, and welcome to Puzzle Combat, where you match three pieces, find yourself a hero with some superpowers, and destroy the enemy. Make as many alliances as you can, and win the game. Hello, everyone. It's HERTZFELD here, Devious Director. I, too, am a hero and a member of the mercenary family. I like cats. Meow. Meow. See, that's my cat. My level is 7 out of 10. My charge speed's fairly slow, but because I love a cat, I'm like a cat. I am aggressive with my speed when needed. I deal 300% damage to the target. Summons a cat minium for the caster in nearby allies with 10% health points and 26 attack inherited from the caster. I'm telling you, get a cat and you'll act like a cat. Meow. Catman. Catman. Catman.
Howdy, folks. Alrighty, so time for another edition of a closer look. Alright, so I said to Sarah, say horsepower again. And she went and said health points in the introduction there. That was very funny. Horsepower is just hilarious to me. So I think I might have dated myself with the Catman/Batman reference. Every time I call him Catman, I want to sing the old Adam West Batman theme song. Na 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 na. Anyway, all right. So I am actually in my alt account here to start off with because I just wanted to show a bit of the difference. Because in my main account, I have not given him the skill books. We use the card from my main account, and I'll hop over there in a couple minutes. But he's only at 7 out of 10 there still, so I haven't given him all the epic skill books because they're just way too hard to come by. And I don't use him as often anymore in that account because the yellow category is quite competitive. However, here, he deals 315% damage to the target, and he actually has an extra attack point at 27% than he does in my main account. So, he's a little bit more buff here as far as the special skill is concerned. And I did that because I use him constantly here. So, as you can see, I don't have a lot of hero variety here yet, and I don't expect to really get that. It's a free-to-play account. This account is a lot younger than my main account. My main account, I basically started this game in my main account the day it came to Canada, the day it was released in Canada, soft released. So that is quite a while ago now, over a year and a half ago, because I think it was April or early May of 2019 it would have been. So yeah, a lot of us that started then have a huge amount of hero variety. We've been able to run our TS20s longer. Initially, I got VIP and that sort of thing, and I spend next to nothing now. There's a lot of months in my main account I'm free to play, and it's free to play here. So I don't expect to really get the hero variety and draw many of the event heroes and that sort of thing. I keep a TS20 going, and I've managed to get 2 Kurgans. Luckily, I got a Reaper. This is my very first hero of the month in this account. And my TS20 also gave me a Min, which is cool. So I thought, you know what, he's worth the skill books here because I use him all the time. He's in every war, no matter what, and he's in yellow stacks. And I take him in on the war machines all the time, and for this foreseeable future, he'll be usable for me like that. But it's not so much in my main account, so I'll kind of show what I mean by the hero variety there. All right, so let's go hop over there, and we'll continue. Alrighty, so as you can see, scroll down a little bit here, HERTZFELD is a little bit down in my roster, so that's what I mean about the hero variety. Over the past almost 2 years, I've been able to draw a lot more. Like Stinger came from my TS20. My first Hush, I actually think I did get on a pull. Obviously Hannah Lee, I got on a pull when that springtime event or summer event rolled around, the seasonal summons. And these two, 8-Bit and Grizzly G, are event heroes, and I've just had more time to play, so I've obviously won more coins. There's quite a few events where I can still hit top 100 even without Blunderbutt, so I get rewarded more event coins than that as well. So I've had more pulls in this account, and I get more variety. McCurgan came from TS20, and so there's a lot of hot competition in the yellow category. Same with even 4 stars, not just 5 stars. Love my Echoes. That's why I leveled 3 of them, because I love the charge stealing. So HERTZFELD does have a lot of competition. And then, of course, you got Rex, who's a fast buff dispeller and does defense down. Those two are great vanilla 4-star heroes for yellow. So, and then I managed to draw my very first straw man, well, 2 straw mans actually, off the hero tickets I had saved for the seasonal. And as you can see, I haven't even bothered to level a Mo. And I did draw a second Grizzly G. So yeah, there's lots of competition because lots of them are faster hitters than he is. Faster charge speeds, which makes people more or less favor them, which is understandable. He certainly does still have his uses, though. Pardon me. Oh. Okay, so you can see the difference here. Like, the stats are the same. Even though I've given him more skill books, it doesn't bump up any of that. It bumps up specifically his special, which is damage to the target, straight damage to the target. So, that's a lot of skill books, though. That's a lot of high-end skill books to match his, or max his skill. And you're only getting 15% more, which is why I basically cut it at 7 as soon as they require epic skill books. Because it really doesn't seem to be worth it to me. Because I'm putting in at least 6 more skill books, epics, and 4, is it? I think the last one might require 2 legendary. Not positive on that, though. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, and to get what? You would get 15% more and then 1% more attack on the cat minions. So I must say, though, I do like the cat minions. I do like minion heroes. They do offer some protection for the heroes. So, and like I say, he does have his uses. I've combined him with other merc heroes because of the family bonus, too. So, this is kind of a neat bonus where deal 10% damage when attacking a weaker element. So, that makes him a little bit better for war machines, right? Because obviously he's attacking purple. And receive 10% damage when attacked by a stronger element. Well, not so good if he gets hit by the purple war machines. So, give and take there. I have used him with other Merc heroes in the event, though, just to get the bonus at the bottom, though. So any unique mercenary heroes that you have in your team, you can get that extra attack and defense. On the lower end Merc stages, it's pretty neat to do that, because I can take in HERTZFELD, Welshie, I want to call him Welshie, like Star Trek, the blue Merc hero. I've taken in Fiona, even 3-star purple Merc hero, and just kind of combine them all to get that extra attack and defense. And then you can always up the attack with boosters in that if you don't have blunderbutt, you know. So it's kind of neat to do that, just to see if you can sort of score more on some of the lower boards there. So on top of the fact that he has slower charge speed and lots of competition in the yellow category, this class doesn't help him either. So support class is full of heroes like Anastasia is one of them, and then you got, I'm pretty sure, Mirage. Yeah, she's support class. So there's lots of competition for that. People are generally gonna go for the healers, and I went for Marina because of what her special does with the emblems, so I don't see too many people putting emblems on him either. So he kind of, once he's fully leveled, that's sort of it. He's not gonna get a heck of a lot better, because there are other heroes to use the emblems on. So her minus 144 for defense for 3 turns is awesome. And she does get functionally faster with a speed weapon, which is good. 270% damage to all enemies. So went for the 5-star option in support class for this, and definitely not going to put emblems on HERTZFELD. So speaking of getting functionally faster, does he? Well, let's look at the chart here. So 34, he's slow. To get to the next bracket, he'd have to hit 43, which means, wow, he'd need 9 points. Well, in actuality, he'd still say slow in the slow category, but he'd only need to hit 35 to drop a tile. To get him to the average category, he'd need to hit 43, and that would drop it from 13 tiles to charge him all the way down to 11. I don't know that there's any weapons that are that high, so that's interesting. Okay, we'll look at that in a minute, but let's get into his actual hero rating. So Grax list that he does, he has him at a B-, and I would say that's pretty accurate, in all honesty, because there's a lot of hot competition. Does he have his uses? Absolutely, and I will be using him in my alt account for a long time to come, like I said. Don't use him as much here anymore. So on offense, defense, and the war machine, he's given a 3 out of 5. Now he is, I don't know, I think on the war machine he's probably more handy than a 3. On offense and defense, though, that's probably right. Defensively, I think there are other better yellow options on defense, like to put a counter attacker like Flint that's made to be a tank, maybe, until you get some 5 stars, or, you know, even Aiko does the charge stealing, so the attacking team maybe can't hit you because she steals charge from all 3, from 3 that she hits, being an AoE hitter. So yeah, I think there's better options defensively. I don't mind him on offense at all, though. Like, I like the minions. Sometimes I've combined him with Talon, or if I do a yellow stack where I do happen to take him with Hannah Lee, who does minions as well, and you get that little bit of cushion and extra protection for your heroes. So I certainly don't mind him on offense. Alright, so let's go into the support class here and actually see what that is. Combat assistance and protection. And as you can see, I don't have many because I put them on Marina. So that the chance to withstand negative status effects and charge drain. Well, our new hero of the month, Lupita, does a charge drain, so he could withstand that, which is pretty cool. And if you do keep going down, I think it goes to 24 or 30%. So that's 12, 18, 24, 30, 30% chance to withstand if you did go all the way down. I'm just not thrilled about putting emblems on him because I think there's a lot better support heroes out there. But if I did, I would go this way and up his attack a bit as he's an attacking hero. And for hitting one target, that's not bad damage. On this one's 300% and 315 in my alt. That really isn't bad damage as kind of a sniping hero, and then you get the minions who will do more damage as well when the minions come out. So that's another thing, is he puts minions on the two heroes beside him, so he's made to be put in a tank or flank position on offense. You usually have him in a flank position as offense, so that way the minions do get to cover as many heroes as possible. Don't put them in a corner, that's just a waste. So alright, and then critical strike, do double damage by 2%. Not a bad option, and it's right in the middle, so you do have to take that option. And then speed is all the way down here. So increases the speed of charge recovery by 4%. Now this could really help him because right now he's 34, which is slow, but that would definitely bump him up because 4% would bump him up by 2. It should bump him up to 36, which he would still be slow, but that would drop a tile down. That is an awfully expensive way to get him to drop a tile down, though. So, you know, up to you if you want to go all that way down in the talent grid with him and emblems. But yeah, that's pretty damn pricey just to get him to speed up functionally and make him functionally faster a little bit. So alright, now if we run down the weapons, so is this, see, this is only a 6 speed point, so yes, it'll bump him up in the slow category from 13 down to 12, but he won't make it to the average category with this. I don't believe there are any 9 speed point yellow weapons. So let's just run through. We got the master weapons as well. So the mammoth, that's a 4-star, and that does 60 burn damage over 2 turns, which is a cool one for him. That would be alright. The Bronco Peacekeeper, if you're going to put him on defense, this is a good weapon for defense. So you get a health gain of 40 points, so he's going to keep gaining health back every turn, which is good. And that one's got a good attack stat on it, so when he does hit, if he's on defense, when he does hit the attacking team, that will help. And then the Martha is the other 5-star, and that's a chance to hit through dodge and blinding. Good offensive weapon because it's also got 28% critical chance, and we know how many people put dodge weapons on their defense, so that's a good offensive weapon for him. Since he's not going to speed up with any speed weapons on offense, then Martha Ma is a good choice for that. Alright, so let's go through. Now I do have the other one is the Alpine Pinnacle. This is the 4th master weapon, and this one is a health gain too, just like the Bronco Peacekeeper is. The Bronco Peacekeeper gives you 40 per turn, and its attack stat is what, 238 or something. It's a pretty high attack stat, so on the Peacekeeper. Alright, so let's run through some of the regular weapons here. We got the Talon, And this one isn't a bad one for him either. You give him a few extra health points, and then you got that critical chance on offense. So great. 26% critical chance. So great to put on him for offense. That's the one I usually put on him. I usually ended up with that one on him just to keep him alive a little bit longer. Plus, he got that critical chance on the tiles. So the Triss is only 7 speed points. Not gonna do it, but it will bump him up in the slow category from 13 to 12. So, you know, that it's still 12 tiles. So that's why I chose to usually put other weapons on him, because I could put this one on Aiko or some of the other ones and speed them up a heck of a lot more. Like, it speeds up 8-bit, it speeds up Grizzly G, you know, so there are just other good options to put that one on. So I usually chose not to. 70% critical chance for the extra tile damage, so great for offense again on the scrum. And of course you got the 11% dodge for defense. Dodge for defense. Hey, that's not a bad attack stat on this one either. Look at that, 197. Right on. Okay, and the other 4-star yellow, I don't think I have a copy of, or no, it's the 5 stars I don't have copies of. And so the SWAT is only 3 speed points. That will actually help him though, since he's so close to the break point in the slow category. He'll still be slow, but it will go from 13 down to 12. He's one of the odd heroes that this 3 speed points actually help, because it does not help most of them at all. So that is kind of funny that the 3-star weapon out of anything would help him. All right, and the Berserk is resistance, so good for defense. It's got a good defensive stat too. All right, let's just pop up to... So LUPITA, he could resist that 186 HP the caster drains from the target over 3 turns. If you did put emblems on them. So any of your support heroes will possibly withstand that. So any of the support category is a good counter for her. Just something to keep in mind. Especially if you got Anastasia and there's a bunch of emblems on her. So, because most people, I find, do opt for the support heroes that are healers over anything. Although I have seen quite a few people put some emblems on Mirage too. And Mirage, with her special and what she does, it's fantastic. So, that's... Yeah, I don't blame people for putting them on Mirage either. She's pretty good. I like her special. Alright, so weapons. Let's just go to the 5-star ones that I don't have. And I don't think there's one more that's critical chance, so that would be okay on offense for him. This is the one, 19%, but that's got high armor damage. So I've had a couple copies of these and I still haven't kept one yet. This saw, I've actually sacrificed them. I don't see me ever keeping one of those when you've got the Talon, which has so much more critical chance damage worked into it at 26%. So, and the Roadblock, I kept one in my alt account because it was my very first 5-star yellow. However, I left it at, what is it, 440. I don't think I'm ever going to sacrifice a weapon to it. But it does have its uses on defense, especially with that attack stat isn't bad at 230, and then you've got this resistance. So 33% chance to resist status ailments, and that would stack on top of emblems if you put emblems on him with the chance to resist as a support hero. So that could get pretty high if you are using him on defense. That chance to resist could get really high at 63% if you went all the way down with emblems. So That's very interesting. So 30% with the emblems and 33% with the weapon. Hey, that kind of makes him a little bit more useful if that's who you got to go with on defense. Very interesting. Okay, so that's it for the weapons. And I don't know, we could do a raid with them. We got a blue up, so let's see. Do we have any purple tanks out of these revenges? Because it could do a stack. Oh, well, look, it's my friend Mirage. Damn, she got 14 talents on her. That's craziness. Although I don't blame them, because she's a good hero. Don't blame them at all for doing that. So if I went with 8-bit, and he speeds up with a speed weapon, so that's good. And oh, I don't want to take Chell out though, because he can choke Mirage's special, so she can't throw it. And then let's go HERTZFELD, but not in the corner. See, this is where it's hard because I got a lot stronger heroes that could go on flanks where I wouldn't put them in the corner. Let's put a speed weapon on you, since it does help you, and we'll put the Talon on him. Alright, let's see if this works. It's a really strong team, though. So I'm taking in a 4,100 team, almost 4,200 against 44. Well, we'll see if we get the tiles here. Oh, not so much. Awesome! Come on, you cheap game. Give me some yellow tiles. Dang it all. Great! I got a grenade. And I have to throw into a yellow hero to get it. You suck, game. So as you can see, he's one more tile away from charging. But meanwhile, these two charge no problem. So that is definitely a drawback. Probably not going to get him before he goes off. That's unfortunate. Ah, there, he just charged. Wow, this is really bad for yellow tiles. Okay, he should charge now. Bye-bye, neutered boy. There we go. Now we're cooking. Let's get rid of you, you annoying cowboy. Alright, this should get rid of them all now. Especially with the defenses down from 8-bit. Of course he revives, why not? You suck, Mortis. Okay, minions, do your thing. Get rid of them. Thank you. There you go. Minions are awesome. All right, so up to you guys. I do think he's worth leveling. I really don't think he's worth emblems though. And yeah, he looks like a combination of Dr. Evil and what's his right hand man name? Number one, the Robert. Is it Robert Newman character? I haven't watched Austin Powers in a long time, but that's what he reminded me of when I first saw him. Okay, folks, I'll get out of your hair now. Enjoy and happy gaming to y'all.